just been to a garden centre that's really close to us, and we had no idea it was there. Well, we did, but we didn't know it was as big as it is. So turn around to see my plants. So look at my plants. So going back to plant them now. Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. It is a Monday, bank holiday Monday. We have just been to a little garden centre close to us that we didn't actually know has got so many flowers in it. So because I did the weeding the other day, there's now empty space out the back, and I've got 3 little pots to fill. So I've bought 3 little plants to fill the pots and 3 little plants to go in the space out back. Darren bought some grass seed yesterday from, got it in Tesco of all places, because we forgot to get it when we were out, to fill in the weedy place out front, because the depth of soil out the front of our house is off. It's literally, what, about 6 inches?
Not even that.
So we can't really plant anything in it. So I'm going to sow some grass over the top of it. Hopefully some will grow before the birds eat it all. So that's what's happening. Isaac's in the house. Literally, we're not even 5 minutes drive from the house. And we've only been there less than 5 minutes, so he was on something with one of his mates. This is not good.
Nope. Can you see okay?
Coming up a hill, coming onto a road that's a 60-mile-an-hour road is no fun. There's a car coming now. Yeah, so I didn't want to pull him off whatever he was on for the sake of 10 minutes. So he's never been left on his own before. He's 12. I don't think you're really meant to leave him. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know loads of kids that are that age that come home from school. Latchkey children, as they're called. So 10 minutes won't kill him. The weight loss thing is on stagnant again. I think I haven't actually eaten enough in the last couple of days. I have eaten, but I haven't eaten properly. So my weight has stayed the same for like 4 days now. People say you should only weigh yourself once a week, and you probably should. But I just do it to try and work out what's right and what's wrong. If I eat something, and tell you what, since I had that drink and muffin in Costa on Saturday, and I done 4 hours gardening to make up for it, and I didn't eat any tea that night, so it's almost like my body's went, right, more of that, let's make her think, oh, to hell with this, there's no point, and I'll get more sweet stuff. It's not working. I'm determined. The absolute bare minimum I need to get off before we go on holiday is a stone, but I'd like to get preferably 2 off, and then I'd be the same weight as I was last time. If I get 1 off, I'd prefer 2 off. But it's difficult. Darren's struggling as well, weirdly. He's not eating anywhere near enough, because he's not eating much more than I am, and obviously men need more, and he's taller than I am, so he's just right, I've had enough of this now, he says. I'm going to eat normally, I'm just not going to eat crap, and I'm going to exercise more. So that's the benefit of being able to exercise more. You can eat more.
I feel I've been run over.
Yeah, well, you're not eating enough. I told you that before.
Bob Geldof is.
Oh, well, that's taking it a bit too far.
No, he is. He was on the phone this morning. Give us your money.
The neighbours across the way have got a bouncy castle. It must be one of the kids' birthdays today. So I expect lots of child noise. Not that I mind. See this bit up the side here? We need to weed this. You say these things to Darren, and he goes, and a week later it's still there. Right, I might come out and do it this afternoon actually, just to get it done. So I shall.
I'll scrape down with it with shovel tomorrow.
No, they need pulled out by the roots. That's why it keeps growing back.
They'll grow back anyway.
It needs. Right, so I shall check in with you guys later in the week. How many men does it take to lay a driveway? Quite a few by the look of things. At least they're all doing something this time. Hello guys, it is Wednesday. I always need to double think about what day it bloody is. Oh, we've got roadworks already. There's always bloody roadworks. I've just got through a green light as it changed there. As in, I was through it as it was changing. Going into my mum's. Isaac has chess club today, so I'll be collecting him. Just realised Guardians started today. Darren really wants to see it, so I can't take Isaac. I would have taken him after I picked him up from school, but Darren wants to see it and he can't get his arse moved quick enough to get out of the house with me. I don't think he wants to sit at my mum's for 2.5 hours. I can't say I blame him. So Isaac's got Warhammer Club tomorrow after school, so we'll go in then and go see it tomorrow. Because if I wait till Saturday, which is what we would normally do, two things. Saturday is going to be packed with loads of kids. Not that I have issues with kids, but I have issues with kids as parents don't make them behave, so you don't hear half the movie. And someone will spoil it for me, because like everyone, when you're like in a film community and you've loads of people on your Facebook that are also in the same film community, someone drops something. I've already seen something this morning from a person that hasn't seen it yet, but they obviously know something, I'm not going to repeat it, that I didn't know, and they sort of wrote it like it was a given, like it was something that everyone knew, and it certainly isn't something that I knew. And I've seen the trailers. My husband won't even watch the trailers. When we've been at the cinema and it's come on, he's put his fingers in his ears and looked down. He doesn't want to see anything. So yeah, we'll go see that tomorrow. So today, oh yeah, I phoned my mum last night. After all the hassle I had about trying to get this assessment sorted, she didn't even call me to tell me they'd been. So I had to call her in the evening. I said, phone me and let me know. So I phoned her in the evening, and she said yes, there'd been. The woman that they said that was off and they didn't know when she was coming back was the one that came out. She said she'd been at work and she knew nothing about it because nobody had told her. My mum is getting a thing called an electric steady. Now, I don't know entirely what that means, but apparently you can't fall off it. So the issue is my mum needs to like go to the toilet a lot more often. She has 4 visits in a day from 2 carers. So there's one at like approximately 9 in the morning, then another at like 12 till 1, then another at like 3 till 4, and the final call would be like from 8 till 9. And then obviously most people can't go like from 9 o'clock at night to like 12 hours without needing to go to the toilet. You know, it's the viewpoint pretty much is if you need to go to the toilet, just wet yourself. And my dad's not going to sit and let my mum do that. So they haven't gone with a hoist because apparently it takes 2 people to work a hoist. One person can't do it on their own. So I'm like, well, what's she going to do when it gets to the point that she needs the hoist? Because if they're saying one person can't do that on their own, you know what I mean? It's like, what are we going to do? So electric steady, it was ordered yesterday. We don't know how long that's going to take, but I don't think you know, they're still not gonna touch her until the new equipment comes. So we'll just have to wait and see how long that's going to be. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys. I have to help out at Scouts on Friday night for the first time. They've got this group for people that have been through all the checks as occasional helpers, of which I'm one, and they need someone. They're doing their mechanics badge, which means basically someone's coming in and teaching them how to change tyres, how to check oil, how to do air pressure, you know, all the basic things in a car that you learn when you drive. And they want to split the kids into smaller groups so that they all get a go at this, but they need adults to supervise each group and there aren't enough leaders. So I'm going in on Friday night to do that. Just please don't put me supervising the group that's got Ruben and Robert in it, because they got put in the same group. I said to Isaac, you should have, you know, if he asked for Ruben to be in his group, he would have been, but it seems he didn't, so he's in the same group as Robert, and the two of them together, their behaviour, I dread to think. So I don't want to be supervising that group, thank you very much. But yeah, also yesterday we got a text to announce when summer camp was for the Scouts, and I was really hoping Isaac could go this year, and of course they had to coincide it with our holiday. And it says in the handout, please try not to book family holidays in this week. So you're telling us in May not to book family holidays for a week in August. I'm sorry, but most people that go on holiday book their holidays a lot further in advance, in a couple of months. So we go away on the 16th of August. The Scouts trip is from the 13th to the 18th. Sorry, from the 12th to the 18th. So he can't go, which is like, I'm gutted for him because he really wanted to go this year. They're going to County Wicklow, into a big Scout camp with other Scout, teams. So it's always the way. If there's anything planned, it will always coincide. You never get lucky with that. So what a pain. I mean, if it had been 2 days earlier, he could have went, but they've just crossed over. If they have even let him maybe go to half of it, half the week, but no. There's a overnight canoe thing in July which he'll probably go to, but he did that last year and it's quite a lot of work actually. So I'm just, he'll have been in the Scouts 2 years this September, so he hasn't got to experience. Well, he's had a weekend away, and it wasn't very far away, but he's had one weekend, and other than that, he hasn't got a chance to go on the holiday. It's just flipping typical. Any time in July or any time in the first 2 weeks of August would have been fine, or holidays booked for the last 2 weeks of August. And because we're flying midweek, because apparently it's cheaper and quieter to fly on a Wednesday than it is like Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, boo hiss. So that's what's happening. Oh, I must remember, I have to move one of his badges because apparently I've sewed it in the wrong place. They don't tell you where to sew it, then you sew it. Oh no, we need to put badges round that badge. It's like, well, flipping send people a diagram to tell them then. Jesus Christ. Or a photograph of someone that has it sewed on so we know where it goes. But yeah, so that's about it at the minute, folks. Nothing else really to report. I shall leave it there and not waffle the whole way in like I normally do. I shall check in with you guys tomorrow when we're going in to see Guardians, and I will of course do a review. I kind of know we're all going to enjoy it. We do all like Guardians. Isaac loves it, so he's going to love it. So yeah, I shall check in with you guys either later today if there's anything to tell you, or tomorrow. Alright, here we go, folks. This is what everybody's watching today.
Don't like it.
Yeah, you've heard Isaac.
That wasn't me, that was Darren.
Oh, sorry, not Isaac. Yes, pomp and ceremony.
Why is the crown so long?
Oh, dear God.
That sounds like Star Wars.
The dog's celebrating.
That sounds like Star Wars.
Oh, nope. Somebody's at the door.
The back bits sound like Star Wars, identical. Don't seem to.
Right, the trumpets sound like Star Wars, Isaac. There's Camilla in her second wedding dress because she didn't get one the first time. My God, it's a lot of pomp and ceremony for no reason. Yes, put it down, Isaac. Parcel's just arrived for me. They're going to put it in front of my face when I'm recording. But doesn't it look like his dad? I'm trying to spot Harry, but I haven't seen him. Yeah,
This
so...
is the most over-exaggerated thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
All we need to do is put a crown in his head.
Pomp
Say,
and
here's your crown,
ceremony,
now
is
go
it?
on.
Pomp and ceremony. Is Harry there? I don't see Harry. I see Edward and
Let's
William.
just say, here's your crown, can you now go away?
Apparently he's there. Pomp and ceremony, folks. Pomp
This
and
has already been on
ceremony.
for hours.
And you'll be hearing about it for the next week, Isaac. We've been hearing about it leading up to it for a week. But I shan't be watching any more of it. Look at him, looking all serious. Honestly. Can you work out? I'm not a fan of the monarchy. Right. That'll do for that for the day. Hope you've enjoyed whatever you've been doing. I don't know if you're watching it or not. This is Coronation of King Charles, King of England, who for some weird reasons King of England, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales, but there you are. So yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat and do me washing. It's more interesting. Hello, it is Sunday. You're pointed out the window because I'm sick looking at my own face. We're stuck behind a learner driver. I thought you could look at some nice countryside, but instead you're looking at a learner driver, so apologies. It's Sunday, we're on the way into my mum's. We've got some revision in the bag for Isaac, who has his summer exams in 3 weeks. So trying to get everything crammed in is not easy. He's off tomorrow, we hope. He said he definitely is. So we're hopefully going up to the Jet Centre for some bowling and just some arcade games, waiting on a reply from his friend's mum to see if he's going. I can't think of anything else. We had Charlie's coronation yesterday, which was a load of pomp and ceremony. I've never seen the like of in my life. Waste of money, if you ask me, but there you go. What else? I can't think of anything else to tell you. Has anything happened this weekend? I don't think so. We went to see Guardians earlier in the week. Was that this week or last week? I don't even remember what week it is.
So Thursday
Last week, right. I'm a week ahead of myself. So my mum's... Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Really?
It's a learner drive.
Yeah, but a learner driver should be told, don't stop on a 60 zone when the bloody forecourt's empty. Get your ass off the road before someone ploughs in at back of you.
Yeah, you have to learn though, don't you? I was going to say something and I forgot what it was. Yeah, my mum's electronic steady apparently arrived. Well, it did arrive on Friday. A nurse went out to see her and then he called back to sort of like give an update. But we have to wait on the occupational therapist coming out again to show the carers how to use, well, which makes no sense to me because surely they've used it before with someone else. But she has to come out maybe to make sure that that my mum can use it, that it's suitable. Let's hope it is, because it's now 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks exactly today that she's been without the carers doing anything for her. So they come in 4 times a day, but they come in and say, right, anything you need, and then away they go. That's it. So obviously tomorrow's going to be a no-go because it's a bank holiday, so I'm hoping that she comes out on Tuesday. So that would have been a Tuesday that she had the assessment, and then the following Tuesday, hopefully, she'll come back out to do the assessment for the new piece of equipment. So it's not good being left that length of time. So, yeah, can't think of anything else to tell you of any interest. I went to the Scouts on Friday night. I don't know if I talked about that, to help with, they were doing their mechanic badge. So the kids had to change a tyre, jack the car up obviously. They taught them about where all the fluids are in the engine, how to check them. Very simple MOT checks, just like lights and stuff like that, and sensors. So, and one of the kids said, if that's all the MOT is, why does it take so long? It's like, well, the MOT is significantly more than that, but we can't show you all that today. We had an old guy, there were 2 MOT stations, and the other one were like the kids were getting in the car and they were beeping the horn. I don't know what else they were doing, putting lights on so they could be checked. But our old guy spent the time telling the kids in my group about his awfully driving sister-in-law. He obviously has an issue with women drivers because his sister-in-law is really bad. So we got stories about her driving at 30 mile an hour in a 40, and she had a tailback behind her, and this is a good one. And he said, you better pull in and let the ambulance pass. And she goes, what ambulance? And he goes, the one that's been stuck behind you 15 minutes. That's when I knew he was talking out his arse.
15 minutes.
Exactly. So as if an ambulance is going to sit behind someone for 15 minutes. So he just was preaching about how bad a driver his sister-in-law is.
I've told you a million times, do not exaggerate.
Yeah. So it went fine. All the kids got their badges. Isaac's being moved to a different patrol. He's becoming patrol leader. So he gets his new badge when he goes back in a couple of weeks. And yeah, and the leaders all said, Isaac's one of our good ones. We like Isaac. So that's good. The 3 kids, well, 2 kids, well, you know the names, I've said them before, Robert and Ruben. Honestly, it's like feral animals. Their behaviour is shocking. Having witnessed it firsthand, what they're like at Scouts. And there's another wee lad called Miho, which is Irish for Michael. Not everybody in Ireland that's called Michael is called Miho, by the way. That's just people that really want to have a very Irish sounding name. It always sounded like a donkey to me. I remember at school we had a Michael, and when the teacher told us what Irish for Michael was, everyone used to laugh at him. Miho. So, yeah, thankfully Isaac wasn't behaving like that.
You can see why I used to come back from Gaelic so annoyed. When there's 10 or 20 of them acting like that.
So, tomorrow, Ruben's the one that we're supposed to be bringing with us, so that'll be fun and games. We'll see. His mum hasn't responded yet, so we'll wait and see, because they might be busy doing something as a family for Bank Holiday Monday, no idea. Or they might even be down south, because Ruben's dad's from south of Ireland, so they might be down visiting family on the long weekends. We shall see. But that's it for this week, folks. Nothing else to tell you. If there's any change with my mum's thing, I'll probably update you tomorrow. I'll not add any more onto this. I've been sewing Isaac's badges from his old shirt onto his new one, and my fingers are sore. There's so many bloody badges. I've only got one left though, one to go, and that's it done. So you know what I've discovered? Every time I go to sign off a vlog, I'm at a roundabout. It keeps happening. This is the third week in a row that I've said wait till I get around this roundabout and then I'll... Right, so again, I'm just round the roundabout. Thank you for listening. Hopefully the view has been a little bit more interesting than my red face. And I shall be back next week. We'll take you with us. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck me.
Is there nobody watching that wee girl crossing the road at that age? There isn't. Oh dear God. I shall catch up with you guys next week. Over and out from Kit and Caboodle.